All right, guys, I wanted to show something here. This is at Fort Polk. Watch this. It's about to start over right now. Look at these rings that start around. So there's a NEXRAD station. It's a radar system called NEXRAD. That's how we get all these radars. There's a lot of conspiracy about the NEXRAD radars. If you can just type that in NEXRAD, NEXRAD online, and you'll see all sorts of conspiracy stuff about them. And look at this system that is growing after those weird rings came out. It's like they you'll see them, and then it's like they do this almost, and then this storm system just grows. I mean, it's not a storm system; it's almost just like a rain system. This looks like a normal, storm. This is not normal. You can see the rings on this radar. It's about to start over at 10:40. It's 10:57 right now. This is the precipitation radar, like the normal one everyone's used to. So watch this. Look at these things. And then they kind of go out, back in, out, back in, out. And then now you can barely see it, but now you see it's starting to grow. Now the rain started, and for sure we've been getting rain the past, few hours. It's just freaking weird. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've been seeing some stuff online from other people in other parts of the country, until I learned about the NEXRAD things, and then I saw somebody posting the NEXRAD locations, and then I saw that there's one right at Fort Polk, which is like 30 minutes from our house. It's the closest one. I think it's maybe the only one in Louisiana. You can see it. It's the white dot right there. And see, look at those weird lines at the start. What is that? It is so strange. Let's go back. This is 4 hours loop from like 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Let's go back 5 hours. I'm curious. What is that? Maybe 320 minutes? Ooh, that'd be 60 times 5, 300. That would be 5 hours ago. Should be. Yeah. Well, 7 o'clock Central. Minutes. Pretty much the same. At first, I never noticed that it was pulsing like that, but now I could really see the pulse. It's just insane. Oh, that's so cool. I forgot I can do this. You can see in the bottom. Oh, you can't see it. I have to move my thing here. Which is locked. Can I move that? Blah, blah, blah. I didn't realize you couldn't see that. I guess I can just do this, actually. But and I was looking on the Weather Channel. You can kind of see it also on the Weather Channel, but it's now you can only go back to 9 o'clock. Let's see if you can see it while I'm here. Go back to 9. There was at like around, like right around here or so, you could see the edge of that ring. That was at like 8 o'clock when I was watching it earlier. Can't really see it now. And even then, it wasn't very visible, but you could kind of see it. So that's when I knew it wasn't only on those other radars. So strange. All right. So let's see here. Let's see. All right. So now you can see down here. This is what I was looking at. What is it? 2012. Dang. Because I used my mouse. All right. Um. All right. Let's play. So this is what I was doing. I was clicking these arrows to go back just a step at a time instead of just playing the whole thing. So you can see we're at 7 o'clock Central Time. All right. So you can see their start. I wonder how far back they started. Now I'm curious. Can I go back past 7 o'clock? There we go. That's 4 o'clock. Wow. So it was doing stuff earlier, even whenever we were having Easter over here and stuff. That's why it rained. Look at that. Look at this. What is this? You can see it on almost all these different radars. I need to learn more about these different radars. I need to learn like what all these are, because these are only like the top 4. There's like 10 or 12 different radars. Look, went far down here, almost down to the Gulf Coast, and I see it pulses. How fast is it moving every time? Okay, about 3 or 4 minutes at a time. Every scene that you see, every clip or whatever. Look at that. It is pulsing for sure. That is insane. So I guess we'll make about 5 minutes. And I'm just gonna click through it. Make sure you can see. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I was only looking back earlier at from 8 o'clock, and then eventually I went to 7 o'clock. This is just crazy. Constantly pulsing. Ugh. And now here's when the rain starts. Gosh, this is blowing my mind. Look at that. 8 o'clock. Almost on the dot. It's like they chose, like, okay, at 8 o'clock, let's go ahead and start the rain. Because it doesn't start expanding and growing until 8 o'clock, pretty much. All right, 7:45, 7:49, let's say 7:50. These are 5 minute. See, so 5x down here, that's loop speed 5x. That's 5 minute increments. So we're at 75, 8 o'clock, 8:05. See, now it's starting to grow. And I think if I remember correctly, this one is the winds. The green and then the red, they're opposite. And the NEXRAD station, remember, is right here at Fort Polk in the middle. It's supposed to be like the red is the wind blowing towards the station or away from it, they're opposite is what they are. So it's supposed to help you to know maybe rotations and tornadoes and things like that. If you see like back to back a red right next to a black, that means you know that there's like spinning, something like that. But anyway, so I don't know what this means. Unless they're doing something where it's causing the wind to go. Um, you know, because if I remember correctly on the YouTube video or videos that I was learning and stuff a few weeks ago, it's that like green is say blowing, the wind's blowing towards the station, and the red is blowing away from the station or towards the station, something like that. Because that would make sense if it was blowing away. I don't know. Actually, let's take a screenshot and ask ChatGPT. Let's do it. Maybe we can do it while re-recording. NOG or NDG? Great question, Chris. Yes, you're totally right. It is showing velocity data, which is used to visualize wind direction and speed relative to the radar site. So that's what I was. That's what I remember. Okay, so the green is the wind is moving towards the radar. Okay, so I was right about that. So it's going north. I was guessing, so it's not like I meant to be. The wind is moving towards the radar, so it's moving northeast in this location, in this whatever I'm trying to say. In this instance, whatever, and then red is moving away from it. Okay, gotcha. What you're looking at, the sharp boundary between the reds, call it velocity couplet. It often indicates rotation in the atmosphere, which may be possible a tornado or missile. On this image, the rotation appears to be just whistle. Definitely something that should be watching close tonight here. Sliding. So weird. It's just interesting. But there was no rain yet, hardly, I don't think. Or maybe there was. Yeah, see, there was hardly any rain yet. So it's like maybe that was just wind. Maybe whatever they're doing is just getting the wind started, you know? Because I don't think, because yeah, I don't know. Let's see. The rain doesn't really start until like now. I think the green's the rain, right? Golly, it's just insane. And then it pretty much stays that way. And it's like not a bad thunderstorm or anything. This is bad thunderstorms. But those were already there, and those are like, like I said, they seem natural. All right, so it's at 4 o'clock. It's crazy how it's got more down. And look, you have that activity here, the bottom half, and you see it on this radar too. And you have these natural ones or whatever. I say natural ones because I don't, like I said, I don't know what they are, but those are already there before all that other stuff got started. You have some weird stuff in the middle, kind of by Fort Polk or whatever that is, and you can kind of see it here. But whatever these maps, you can kind of see it there too. But crazy, man. And whatever this is, like the oh look, it moves. Boom, 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 boom. It did like 1, 2, 3 a minute ago. That's so weird. Wow. You see this bad thunderstorm? This is right where that is. I thought that the thunderstorm was in Huntsville, but no, it's right on the edge, just where that line is. That's interesting. And then you have this activity, which is, yeah, right there. Right, that bad stuff. That's crazy too. Yeah, what the heck is that? It's part of that some kind of ring or whatever they're doing. Watch that. That is just insane. And see this one too. You can watch it move. Boom! It moved out, back in. That is just crazy. That last one, how it does that. Gosh, how it's almost pulsating back and forth, back and forth. This main one. Gosh, let's see. That's at 5. It's like it's not pulsating yet as much, but then now watch. Boom, 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 boom. And now at 8 o'clock, the storm starts. The rain really starts to expand. And then once it's there, it's there. That's just crazy. It's like they created a storm. They created a rain because it's not a storm. It's just a, like I said, a rain cloud or whatever. But it's over all of most of Louisiana. I mean, so much. Almost halfway to Shreveport, down to Lafayette in Beaumont, Texas. Well, that's quite interesting, huh? Let's see if this does anything. I don't know what these other ones are. I'm just gonna see if any of them are show anything cool before I'm done. Oh wow, what is this one? Oh, that might be the same one. No, it's a little different. NOS. This one's NOG. Does it say? Oh, maybe that. I guess that's the name of the thing. Which one did I click? I think I clicked the SRM. Look at that one. You can see this one more. Oh my gosh. Wow, this one's way more defined. Jeez. Let's ask ChatGPT what this one is. And now the rain's starting. And then look at this. Oh, now it's yellow and green. And you can still kind of see that same purple thing like I was seeing over here, which is right where that bad storm is at. That yellow and red. Right outside of Huntsville. Hmm. Let's take a screenshot. Let's ask ChatGPT what this one is. Oh, I guess it tells me I'm so silly. The storm relative mean radial velocity. That's cool. All right. I need to quit squinch my eyebrows. I've been so serious about this thing. I keep feeling myself like squinching my eyebrows. Whatever. I need to stop. So storm relative velocity radar, it's even more powerful than regular velocity because it filters out the storm's motion, letting you clearly see rotation and wind shear inside the storm itself. So maybe that stuff that we are seeing is like wind, obviously. So it's similar to the other one. That's why it looks kind of similar, but it's given us more information. That's why we can see the rings better because it's the same one. It's velocity, but it is a more powerful velocity. Storm relative velocity. It filters out the storm's motion, letting you clearly see just the rotation and the wind shear inside the storm itself. The color code. Green is the wind moving towards the radar. Okay, so like north in this location, in this whatever. And then orange red is moving away. Right, couplets green. I wonder what I guess yellow and orange is whatever. Moving away from the right, bright couplets green. Just crazy. Mm. Well, I don't know. Let's do one more thing before we get off. I guess we'll ask. Maybe we can ask Chat GPT. What are these rings around the NEXRAD station? Huh. That's weird. Please ensure your network settings allow access to the site or contact your network administrator. What the hell? That's weird. I'm trying to upload that picture and it's like, no, you're not. It says it's the artifacts of the radar itself. The purple circles are storm track overlays or custom range rings in your software, likely GR2A analyst or something similar. These rings help you estimate storm distance from the radar, track storm movement visually. That doesn't make sense because those things are going out like in pulses, which to me would make sense that it's the radar thing or something weird. But, okay, bright circular echoes, radar beam ground clutter or anomaly. That's what I've heard that someone else say too. On the news, a lady said that. You'll notice faint circular halos or colors near the center of some panels, especially SRV and velocity. Yep. Beam contamination close to the radar, aka velocity folding or aliasing, caused when the wind speeds exceed the max detectable speed in that scan mode called the Nyquist limit. The data kind of wraps around, causing weird rings. It can also be from ground clutter, buildings, insects, or birds, especially on low level scans. The only thing between Fort Polk and here is probably trees. What you're seeing in your panel is top left, reflectivity, standard radar, blah, blah, blah. Top right, see that half red, half green effect? That's the wind direction relative to the radar. Ringing can happen when the wind changes quickly near the radar. Bottom left, storm relativity. The purple circle helps highlight storm motion relative wind shear. Very helpful for spotting rotation. Bottom right, spectrum width. This measures wind variability or turbulence increase. So rings here often mean insects turbulent, heading multiple directions. Purple circles, useful storm tracking. Inner halo, rings, clutter, or speed airacing. Like, oh, this is pretty cool though. Want me to walk you through how to read a possible tornado signature across the panels next time a storm was in? I would love to know that though. But interesting. I don't know. It could be really what they say it is, or it could be something different. Because how come there was no rain before? And then after those things started doing their little pulsating things, then that's when the and then the storm developed. It's just weird. Weird. Watch it one more time. I wonder what the blue means. And see, that's weird because I mean that even whatever this is in a circular pattern. I wonder what causes. 7 o'clock. 3 hours went by of them doing. Oh yeah, 3 or 4 hours went by of that stuff, the whatever, and now about 8 o'clock. Now it's gonna start forming the rain clouds, but only in this area. That's just the weird part. So crazy. Nine. Time is it now? 11:30 almost. What's it? 10 o'clock. And the weird part is, oh my god! I just realized it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting here. Oh, that's freaking makes it worse. If this is real, I mean, but I mean, yeah, wouldn't we see it moving? Like, wouldn't we see, like, if this storm is blowing away, wouldn't this storm should be blowing away too? Dang, I should not have thought about that. I want to find some other NEXRAD places. You can look up the list online and see. Might be all along this, these are the warnings. Oh, we can see what they are. Here's some red ones. Tornado warning. Tornado warning remains in effect. Blah, blah. There might be NEXRAD stations all along here. Who knows? That's probably a little too much into it. But as one girl, Ariana Master, she says stuff like that, or she's found a lot of crazy information about things like that. Yeah, this is so weird. I wouldn't think anything of it if the rain didn't start. If this didn't happen afterwards, I wouldn't really think anything. I would be like, okay, that's probably like the radar on the thing, and you can see it because the stuff in the air bounces off the radar signals or whatever. But after a few hours of the pulsating things, and then the rainstorm happened, and what's been happening? We've been getting rain on and off the past few hours. I mean, what in the world? That's going to be the end of the video for now. I know that's long enough, but man, that is just crazy to me. It's my first time seeing this before. And then after seeing that other video on Facebook, on Facebook, on YouTube, did I get rid of it or did I? My computer's being so slow. I might have to go to history, but this one right here. Then after seeing this one, that is the same type of thing at Fort Polk. This is a video from 2023. It's not popping up right now, but it was from June 2023. This person had posted this. There it is. 2 years ago, almost, from Fort Polk. And so, like I said, it could be the same thing of just seeing the radar. You know, that's kind of what I thought at first. Maybe, you know, yeah, sometimes we just see the radar or whatever, but look, the same, it's not the same location of those other storms, but this time also there's storms around it. So what if this thing is causing these bad storms, you know? Like on this one, the bad storms are around it, on the outskirts of it. So who knows? We don't know that that's not making those storms. Oh no, that's, you know, conspiracy theories. But at this point, the things that we know and finding out all the time, nothing surprises me anymore. Yeah. So after seeing that video from Fort Polk 2 years ago, I was like, man, what in the world is this? This is because I was started looking up circle rings before rain. I typed that in. Oh, you can see it right here. Circles on radar before rain. And then I saw this as I was going down through some videos, and I was like, what? I clicked this, and then I saw Alexandria, and I was like, what? At least what? Boy, that's Fort Polk. Almost exactly very similar to what's going on here, you know, at Fort Polk. These rings. I don't know, it's just weird. So sorry, I had to mute for a second. Well, anyways, that's what I have to think about this. This is I know this is a long video, but this is just interesting to me. I've never seen this before. So look, you can kind of see this blue ring on the precipitation first. When was that? That was at 7:30, huh? That's just so weird. It's so weird. Anyways, thanks for whoever's watching this. All right. We'll talk to y'all later.